Okay, let me do it this way. Hello everyone. I decided that I want to do a little bit of a team preview before this. Figured this might be fun. Um, so this is the matchup for this week. There's a Chincho on the other side. I really don't expect it to come. It's just a 1 point mon. I think it's just if it comes, it comes. It is what it is. But outside of that, the rest of these mons are part of the list. Terra Captains being Arboliva and Colossal. The sheet's a little bugged, so there it is. Um, so essentially is what I wanted to say. My rapier. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. My Rapier is Fizz bulky because I need to deal with Sneasler, Ogre Pawn are like the two main ones. And it does also do pretty solid into Mamo. It's bad into knockoff, which two of those guys do have knockoff, but Solid Rock kind of eats hits pretty well. And once they get knocked off once, the next isn't really gonna hurt. And it's yeah, Ghost Terror is really good into Sneasler. Um, and it's just a decent neutral type versus Ogre overall. But Ogre Pawn is a little bit more answered by one of my other guys, which I'll get into in a minute. Earthquake, Stone Edge, Terra Blast. Rocks are good because his only removal is Colossal. But I am bringing Braviary, so I'm not going to highly prioritize rocks for the most part. Just because I will have Defog and not Rapid Spin. Terra Blast does a lot of damage with Ghost. Terra, it's going to hit Jirachi and Hatterene. Hatterene is the big one. Stone Edge is going to boom like Zapdos, Colossal, Ogre Pawn, and then Earthquake is just good neutral damage, super effective against quite a few things. Just overall kind of a bit of a bulky guy this week. The Bear is one of my banded guys. EV to outspeed, I believe it's, yeah, max speed, no Scarf Mamoswine. Past that, I didn't really care because everything's outspeeding me anyways. So this guy is just clicking, for the most part actually, I'm clicking Stone Edge because his team is like, if Zapdos eats a Stone Edge on a switch in, it's really, really bad. And he has to be really careful about that because one wrong Stone Edge and he gets put into a really bad position. And especially if he's like a fast Zapdos and he eats a Stone Edge on switch in, he might just die instantly, which is pretty nice. But yeah, basically this is built to just say no Zapdos, you're not allowed to come in for free. And Rock is just generally a good type. The only mon he switches into that actually eats a banded Stone Edge is Jirachi, but he has to be knowing that I'm clicking banded Stone Edge and not like close combat or wicked blow, which is gonna do probably half of Jirachi's HP or more. Oh, sorry, it's a little cold and my mouth is going. Spectrier, this is kind of like a standard Shadow Ball, Draining Kiss, Nasty Plot sub, leftovers, fast, hits hard, good HP. Nothing really much to it. This guy's just gonna come in, click sub if it gets the chance, click Nasty Plot, start clicking buttons. It'll give me a lot of info on if they have like Scarf or AV mons, which I think is really good. Primarina Assault Vest, pretty standard stuff. Psychic type Psychic Noise, and just max attack, max attack, and max HP. Just generally good at taking hits, especially into Hydreigon, unless it's a physical set. It just kind of eats hits. Metagross, my other choice band guy. This one has no speed because Metagross is just slower than everything above here, and then like Arboliva, Colossal, I mean it's just always gonna outspeed. Unless they have some weird set, I guess. Yeah, I guess if Arboliva is some weird set, it could outspeed me, but then it's like max speed Arboliva, I guess. But Stone Edge, same argument for the Zapdos. Knockoff, just a really good move, especially on a choice band set. Knockoff's going to be hitting numbers, and then Bullet Punch for just a good priority move. And then if I need it, Trick in a pinch is really good, especially into Arboliva and potentially Zapdos as well. Mostly Arboliva. Like, you can just trick a choice band on it, and that guy is depressed. Which is really good if I can just straight up neutralize an Arboliva. Then it's a lot easier to play the game. And then we got Braviary. another bulky guy. My entire team's pretty bulky this week for the most part. And this one is pretty much an answer to Arboliva because it gets Defiant and it generally resists all the moves it's going to be throwing at me. Outside of Hyper Voice, that's really the only move it can hit me with. But Defiant stops during step, and it's also my hazards clear because he has a lot of hazard setting. And I could have gone for Brave Bird in the event that they have like Ogre Pawn in front of me, or potentially Arbolivo, but I figured Arbolivo is just gonna tear it out. And like Sneasel is not staying in front of me either. They should be sufficiently scared of the Brave Bird threat, and usually I'm clicking U-turn on Braviary, but if I ever feel like it, I can click Body Slam, and there's a good chance that that paralyzes. And it's pretty solid damage, doesn't really have good resist for it, but I don't expect to be clicking Body Slam very often. I generally want to be clicking like U-turn Roost or Defog, because I just want to get in my banded guys, or my Preem, or my Spectre, like we're just getting those guys in and clicking buttons, so. Alright, let me, nope, wrong one. I need to log in first. Let me do that real quick. And then, didn't want to go here, I want to go to find a user, dobesito. And I will send them a draft challenge with Terra Preview. Let's make sure absolutely good. Yep, we're good. And I will send that. And I will say sent. And now we shall wait. I think I will pause the recording until they are ready. I think that's the first time I've ever used the pause feature, but hopefully that works as intended. So we're looking at the matchup. He does not have Hydreigon. So honestly, I'm kind of tempted to just lead Primarina instead. Because he didn't bring Hydreigon. He brought Sneasler, Ogre, Zapdos, Jirachi, as expected. He didn't bring Mammo, and he didn't bring Colossal. I expected no Colossal, but I'm a little surprised he didn't bring these two. Or one of them. But I guess he just valued the Hatterini. So yeah. My original plan was to lead Rhyperior, but I think it's actually kind of scary into Hatterini. And he's got a lot of, like, he actually has brought 3 special attackers, if not possibly 4. So I'm kind of tempted to lead Prim. What does lead Prim bad into? It's bad into Ogre. It's bad into specifically Ogre. It's not really that bad into Arboliva, because I can always just go, Braviary on a flip turn. Yeah, I think I lead Prim. Worst case is like Ogre Pawn or Zapdos. I don't think Jirachi's that bad. And Zapdos, I can take a hit and hit him back if he wants, or I can just flip turn out. Because I can also just go hard Rhyperior. Does Zapdos gets U-turn, right? Yeah, it gets a U-turn, so it's probably going U-turn this week. I think it's a Prim lead. Okay, he does lead Zapdos. I think I can just go hard Rhyperior if I want. It generally walls. I could also just trade the hits here, because Prim is mostly a good generalist, and I like getting some gaming happening. And I think if we say it's defensive, yeah, Moonblast is going to be doing a lot. Does he have a resist for Surf? It might be better to click Surf here. Let's just switch in for a Moonblast. It's Jirachi and Hearth Flame. Yeah, I think only Arboliva is coming in on a Surf, so I think I click Surf. Oh my god. What the hell? What the fuck? Is that offensive? What? 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 What is this Zapdos doing? Clicking Hurricane? Thunder? Is he like Weather Ball? Is he expecting a switch out? What? It I don't, huh? I don't know what bulky is. Um, but I guess I'm clicking Surf again? How much is Thunder doing? Um, like what if this is just Thunder? Okay. So like, doesn't Flip Turn just kill? Flip Turn doesn't kill, but like, what is switching into a Surf now? What? Okay. I had this whole plan to get rid of Zapdos, and now the Zapdos is dead. What the fuck just happened? That's max attack Zapdos. I should have been Wakanberry. I'm so sorry, Grove. My bad. Okay then. Well, we just go Braviary, I guess. Goes for Trailblaze? Oh, hell no. I think we just click Body Slam here. I think it's just a Body Slam angle. Zapdos is dead. Anything taking a Body Slam is not going to be very happy. Bonk. Para? Para? No, Para. Okay, that's fine. I think we just U-turn on the Jirachi. Just goes for rocks. U-turn did 19%. Okay. 19% on a U-turn? Huh? Eh? On a body slam too, doing 18? Is he like no bulk? I think he's no bulk. I think he's like speedy no bulk. Okay. Well, he could technically live a Shadow Ball. I feel like I can go Spectre here. What could he be? Maybe a Resist Berry, maybe. Can I go Metagross? What can Jirachi click? Could have a lot of moves. I think it's like offensive Calm Mind, maybe? I think I can just go Gross and just click Knock Off, right? I think it's safer than Spectre. Is it? I could just go Spectre and just say like my kill. I could click sub and see what it's doing. I think it's more likely he goes into Arboliva. If I'm in front of Arboliva. Training Kiss isn't doing much, but could potentially go for a plot Training Kiss. Think I think it's Spectre. I think it's Spectre on the Rachi. So I've confirmed it's no HP, it's probably dead. If they want to give me a kill, give me a kill. I think I can click sub here and see what it's doing. It goes into Arboliva. Let's start plotting. Okay. How long does Encore last again? Okay, so like I'm still okay, I see. Ah, I forgot my encore long turns. He's outspeeding, so I probably have to switch out into Braviary again. That's okay. Owie. Okay, click Roost. Cudgel can kill, but I don't think I have a choice. Yeah, it does kill. Unfortunate. It's +1. I'm going to Rhyperior. And if I click Terra Ghost, best he's doing is clicking Knockoff. Stone Edge is pretty free here. Switched out. Okay. Kinda sucks. Rocks are gonna be up for the rest of the game. I don't know what this Jirachi set is. I don't think I can afford to lose a bunch of HP. What's Jirachi doing? There's a lot it can be doing. Wonder if I just go Prim. What is Prim doing at this point? Not really much. I could just go Prim. Just see what he's doing. Could be clicking U-turn. So what is Prim doing right now? Prim is actually doing fuck all at this HP and everything. Holy shit, it went for Steel Beam. Oh my. Okay, what comes in next? I think it's Gross time. Or is he just gonna go Ogre? I think it's Gross time. I don't have an answer to Arboliva anymore, so I have to be careful about that. So, I think it's Gross time though. Actually, is there any answer to Rhyperior? It's like Arboliva. That's an MB. Do I just go Gross? I think I just go Gross and just click like Knockoff. Like a Giga move. Can I survive a Cudgel on Gross? I can, in theory. If I take Rock's Chip, maybe not. Okay, well that's fine. He's gonna switch out here. I think I click Stone Edge, I'm not gonna lie. I think he's switching out here. I think I can click Stone Edge and it kills Hearthflame instantly if it switches in. I think it's more likely he switches that in. Yeah. Come on, hit. Oh my god. GG. I think I just stay in and click anyways, though. He lands the crit. Fucking hell. I should have just gone right here. Oh well. That was stupid. I'm kind of rushing this. I'm not playing well. It's what it is. I think we just click, Earthquake this time. I think it's a Rocks angle. No, you could switch into Hatterini. I did. Fuck. Okay, it's fine. Fuck me. Reflect. Okay. Alright, so watch this Stone Edge crit. How to do 55. with reflect not up. Did 55, it's probably that set. On a crit. Kinda down for that. Bruh. Pain split. Alright, cool. Okay. What's he going into? Arboliva? Guess I am out of answers for that. I did kind of lose Gross, which is really stupid. Yeah, I needed to just swap in Rhyperior there. I don't know what I'm doing. Rhyperior's literally there just to take hits from the RO group fawn. Oh well. Oh well. Happens. I'm not winning this game anymore. I literally don't have a way to break past this. I never actually got my Baron. Ah, man. That's frustrating. I just had to go that on the cudgel, and I would have been so fine. Game would have been so free. I'm just trolling. I rushed through this game. That's what I get for playing early hours without food. Yeah, I don't think there's any way out. Try and get a spectre and see what's up. Ah. Other than that, huh? Grassy seed? Okay. Resance, that's fine. Earthquake is actually nerfed. That's kind of annoying. Moose with grassy terrain gone. Earthquake is generally kill. I'm gonna click this in case. Oh, that's crazy. I can click that on the switch out, but oh well. Shadow Claw +2. Alright, hear me out, okay? Alright, hear me out. Hear me out. He doesn't click. He has fucking aggro, and he just clicked it. I made every wrong move. Ah, well. Is what it is. Oh well. Happens. Sometimes you botch a game. I think I just played too really fast. Alright, well, is what it is. I screwed up, so. Happens. Learn from it for next time.